the event off in just a few minutes. But first of all, shout out to everyone who has helped with all of our efforts in Jamaica. Thanks so much for doing it and for being here. And I want to make sure that we share this far and wide. So if you don't mind, let's make sure that you share this session. So if we can have somebody from the team drop the link for people to get the Zoom link or to register for this session so you guys can share it. And after you've shared it in the communities that you're in with us, share it on your pages, tell people to come on, have a chat with us about what the work that we're doing in Jamaica and what you can also do to help. So I'm excited for everybody to get the update. And again, thanks for popping on last minute. Like the notice just went out 2 hours ago, if that long, and you're already here. So thank you so much for being here and showing up. How's everybody doing today? Yes, and thank you to all of you who took part in the first time that we did this. So, who was that? Who took part the first time that we did this? You were here the first time that we had a Zoom session. Hundreds of people were on that Zoom session. Who was there? Denise was there. Benita was there. Hey, Vondell. So exciting times. Mika said, I was there. I love it. I love it. So, Mika, post in the groups that you're in with us. Take a quick screenshot and tell everybody to jump on. Ready? Here's a screenshot in 3, 2, 1. Mika, thank you. Thank you. So, Leslie was there. And for those of you that donated, Lorette's going to give us an update and show us so far where your donations have gone. We're going to call on some people today to make donations as well. So, it's going to be a good time today. It's going to be a good time. We're also live streaming this on every social platform, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. So this is being live streamed as well. And we'll have some special guests. Denise, let us know when our special guests will come on, but just as we're trying to fill the room and make sure that everybody's here before our special guests come on. So welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. So the work that we've been doing in Jamaica, and shout out to Lorette, who just came back from Jamaica last night. So Lorette was in Jamaica. This is her second trip to Jamaica, and she's done a lot of amazing things there. She'll give us an update on all of the good work that she's been doing in Jamaica on behalf of our company and our community. So thank you, Lorette, for that. Everybody excited to hear from Lorette? Glad Lorette's back safely. I am too. And just to let you know, yes, people have been asking me that when Lorette has been in Jamaica. Her house in Jamaica still does not have power or water, but she does have tanks in Jamaica to supply the water, and she is working off of a generator when she is there. So that was a big question. I think everybody wants to know is, does Lorette have hot water when she's showering? Has she been able to take a bath when she is in Jamaica? And we'll talk about that in a minute. But the things that we've been able to do thanks to our community have been groundbreaking, and wait till you hear them. But it's not over. A lot of people, have forgotten about Jamaica because it's been, I don't know, it's been a little while just since the hurricane and other things have taken over in the news. But we want to make sure that we don't forget Jamaica, and we all do our part to see what we can do to help. This community is so much about impact. There's so many of you who really love helping other people, and our community impact is so important to you. So just as a quick update while other people are popping in, is that we have received an invitation from Tyrese Gibson to join the efforts that he's putting together along with some other amazing people and Busta Rhymes, and you'll meet some of those people today, to combine our efforts, because we are so much better when we can combine efforts. Isn't that true? Somebody say true or true in the chat. Isn't that true? So when we can combine efforts, we can do so much more together. And that's why we asked you to be here too, so that you can see what you can do to be part of this. And to be part of this, there's so much that you can do, and to make an impact. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be that you have to do this big old thing that you have to fly down or send a plane with supplies. Like, you could do something. We can all do something to help. So, hey, Tyrese is here. Denise, can you upgrade Tyrese for me, please? and then he can talk a little bit about what he's been doing as we wait for everyone to join this live. So sounds good. And Dadrian, can you pull Kirsten into this as well to let her know to post in the groups once he joins? Thank you so much. So, all right, I see the waiting room. People are in the waiting room and coming in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. And thank you for coming on so last minute. I was just saying, the text message to join this just went out a few minutes ago, and the emails just went out. So, thank you for everybody for popping on last minute. And we're going to talk about all the amazing things that we can do together. So, so we're going to talk about this. So welcome everybody. Welcome. We're waiting for the room to fill up, and we're live streaming Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So live streaming across all of the platforms. And we're recording this so that those that didn't make it can still be part of this and learn what they can do to help. So thank you for being here today. All right. If you haven't, take another minute to send a message, tell somebody to jump on here. So, hey, Mika. Yes, thank you so much to jump on here. All right. I see the waiting room. I'm going to let some people in from the waiting room. Let's admit everybody here. And Lorette, I'm going to pull you up on the screen. I know Lorette's sending out text messages and emails. So if you have shared this live stream or you have shared the Zoom link, just put shared in the chat. Gigi, thank you for sharing it. If you put shared, type shared in the chat. And let's see. All right, Lorette, pulling you up real quick. All right, adding the spotlight on her. And then we'll pull in Denise in a minute as well, but we have some big efforts happening. Some big efforts happening. And this community came together so far to donate 2 pallets, thousands of dollars. We've done such amazing things so far, as have Tyrese and Busta Rhymes and their whole community. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But Lorette,
yes,
we're excited. You're back from Jamaica.
I am back, and we did a lot of work, and it was very fulfilling and helpful, but there's still definitely a lot of work to be done. So I know this is our second meeting. Our first meeting was amazing. We had a lot of people come together and donate for the efforts, and the donation was in cash. Donations were in items as well. So just want to quickly share my presentation. Can I go ahead and do that, Alicia? Are we ready for that?
Lorette, let's just wait 1 minute on that. I just want you to tell us a little bit about what it was like being there, and now that you're back and that was your second trip, tell us a little bit more about what it was like being there.
Yeah, well, it was really hard because, like you said, there's no power, there's no water, there's a lot of homes. There's people don't have homes. They're just wiped out. And I think that was the hardest thing for me, especially seeing kids and then even, elderly with no home. I asked one guy, I said, so he was showing me what was left. And I said, so where do you sleep? And he had no answer. He's like, I just kind of find a place. And, that's heartbreaking. We did rebuild a guy's house that all he had left was the toilet. The toilet is the only thing that survived. The whole house collapsed and you could only see the toilet. And then it's really hard because of communication as well, because of there's no internet, there's no data, there's no power. So people can't talk to each other. That was really hard with our relief efforts as well. So it was hard to talk to the team because of all the lack of communication as well. So it was hard being there. But we did the best that we could. Sometimes it feels like it's just a drop in the bucket, but hey, those drops add up, right? So, so we're going to go ahead and share my screen.
Yeah, please do, Lorette.
Yeah, okay. All right, so just kind of walk you through some of the things that we've been doing. All right, so this is how it all started. So we all know Hurricane Melissa's impact. It was Category 5. My husband, when he was there, he said he's never seen wind like that in his life. It was very impactful. If you see a lot of the videos on social media and in the news, it's honestly, it's worse than that. But the whole towns are just gone. So here you have all the different people that are displaced, without power, isolated, and so forth. here. But with us, this is a personal story. So I don't know if all of you know this, but our dad is from Kingston. Our mom is from Guyana. We grew up all our life going back and forth. We both lived there for an amount of time. I still have a house there. I go back and forth a lot. And then my husband is there. We have a tour company in Jamaica. So, of course, when all this happened, the tour stopped and we recalibrate and say, hey, how can we use our manpower of all of our tour guides that are there not doing tours as well as all of our vehicles? So we put that as part of the relief effort as well. So that along with our team, we also have another company in Jamaica called Internet Income Jamaica that we've been teaching since 2010, teaching people how to earn online as freelancers. And we have a lot of team leaders as part of that company. So those team leaders came together as well, and we're working with the team leaders to help on the ground. So we have a lot of ground people that can help with all these different efforts.
And
So
Laurette,
it's, yeah,
do we have one of those team leaders on right now? Is Lakeisha on right now?
we do. We do have Lakeisha on. Lakeisha, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Can we pull Lakeisha up for a moment, Laurette?
Yes.
All right, I'm spotlighting Lakeisha. Laurette, just stop the PowerPoint for just 1 minute as we spotlight Lakeisha. Lakeisha, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like being on the ground there and the work that you've done? And do you
Okay.
have power restored to you yet, Lakeisha?
No, there's no power as yet. We
No
have to
power
use
yet.
generate.
La-
Mm-mm. We have
Lakeisha
to
has a
use.
generator and a Starlink.
Yeah.
We have to use generators daily, and so that's multiple visits to the gas station every week. And being on the ground, what I have seen on
And
the
and
ground.
and wait 1 second for me, Lakeisha. Wait 1 second for me. So, everybody here, team, if you would drop the link one more time, Jody Ann dropped it just to share this. So let's share this before Lakeisha gives us her update. Let's pull a few more people on to this Zoom session here. So, all right, Lakeisha, we just want to make sure that everybody pulls a friend or two on to listen to your story and what you're going through. So, thank you for that. Let's just give it a minute. And so, and we appreciate you being here and the generator work. And Laurette, also with the Starlink, I know you have some people who donated to make the Starlink possible for Lakeisha. Could you tell us who those people are?
Yeah, so we do have a slide further on showing the different people that have donated, but your donations helped with getting Lakeisha online as well as some other our other students as well to get those Starlinks and to have that communication going. So yes.
I love it. I love it. All right, Lakeisha, let's hear your update.
Okay, yes, because before having the Starlink, we would have to go on the road near the airport. That's the only way I could get signal to send my updates to Lorette or speak to the team or anything. So I really, really appreciate it because I still can't make a phone call from my home right now. There's no service, there's no power, there's no water, there's nothing going on right here right now. So what I've been doing on the ground is my husband and I, we would go to houses that were affected, badly affected because they are persons who lost their complete roof. Like there was this lady her name is Yvonne, and we went there to assess the damages, and there was nowhere for her to sleep. Her furnitures were damaged, water damaged, mattress. So the zinc was gone, and she couldn't sleep there. She was not happy, and she was crying, and she's like, a lot of persons promised that they will help. I said no. I guarantee that I'm gonna get the help for you. So we assessed what she wanted. She needed zinc 2 before, she needed nails, she needed doors, and she needed locks as well. She needed a toilet, new toilet bowl as well. So we went to the hardware. We spent couple hours there to get the items, get them loaded on the vehicle, then deliver them to her home. And we found a lot of other persons who had similar damage like her. Some are in worse condition than her. Listen,
Yeah.
I had like during the storm, like water came in through my door And I was a bit annoyed, but trust me, when I went underground and see what was happening, that is nothing compared to what these people are going through. Trust me, it's really bad. And when you're able to give them some help, they're really so appreciative of it. Because Miss Yvonne was like, "Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so happy. I'm able to sleep in my house now. I'm so glad. I want you to tell the sponsors thank you," and so on. And what happened is that, that good news spread all around. So a lot of persons are showing up at our doors asking for help. I heard that you're handing out food. I heard that you can buy me some material. Can you help my grandmother? Can you help my cousin? Persons are coming to us every day asking for help.
So because they know, like, they see Lakeisha out there with the lumber and the bags of food and this and that, so they see her and they come to her and say, "Hey, can you help me? Can you help me?" So the word is definitely spreading, and it comes us too when we're out there in the road doing stuff. People coming to us, and we try to help as many people. When we drive around, we have our car filled with care packages just for that exact purpose of when people see us and stop us. So. All right. Thank you, Lakeisha. Thank you. And Lakeisha was the first person in our team to start working, to start doing stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to this.
And Laurette, there's a lot to be said about our team members who have no electricity, no water, yet they're spending all their time helping other people. So I just want to shout out all of our team members who are doing such an amazing job and are in the situations that they're in, but yet spending their time and efforts helping other people as well. So shout out to them. Yeah,
for sure. All right, so we talked about our 3 groups. So we are AI Innovation Foundation, Internet Income Jamaica. That's part of where Lakeisha works with one of our companies. And then we also have our tour guide as our tour company as well, all working together within these efforts. So one thing that we pride ourselves in is that we're doing this, it's small, right? It's our community, it's our group of people on the ground, but we're doing this as a unique approach, right? Correct. It's a direct delivery. Correct. So we hand deliver the stuff, we get the money, we get the goods, and we give it to the people that are in need. We try to buy local as much as we can. We try to cut out that middleman, and we're also complete transparency. So you'll see what we're doing, you'll see where we're spending our money. So, that's what makes it unique. And these are the types of things that—
Laurette, I'm sorry, Laurette, can you reshare? Yeah. The sharing is not working. You have it. Oh. Yeah, please.
Yeah. And then we'll talk in a minute too about our now combined efforts. Yeah, the combined efforts that we're doing with Tyrese and his community and the people that he's brought together. So that's exciting.
All right. And so these are some of the things that's happening over here. This is what we would see as we're driving on the road. As you can see, there's no house here. Their furniture is everywhere. Their clothes are on the line, but there's no house. There's their refrigerator, but this was what we were seeing just driving on the roads. Look at this house. So, when we drove by them, they were just sitting there on the porch, but they have no house. They have no house. This is a picture of Lakeisha's daughter's school. So you can see there's no roof on this school. And we're going to come back to this a little later, but this is one of the schools that we want to help. So you can see there's no roof on top of that school. So our journey so far, we went fast. We started October 29th and we said, we need to do something. So we brought our team together. We did some strategic planning. We did this website development. We put it together. We worked with the help of one of our team members, Nadine Matthews. She had a connection with Rapid True Value, and with them we wired money directly to them, to the hardware store in Jamaica, to have it easy to get hardware goods from them. We sent money directly to Lakeisha, and we're like, go get some groceries, go get some tarps, and let's go. And so we started really quickly. The 31st, we sourced some other local food deliveries. We had people donating water. And then November 1st is when we first started doing our first delivery. So we moved fast with that and got some stuff done. I was just showing you here that as soon as we decided we're going to do it, we sent money of our own and just said, hey, let's get moving. And this is what we've been doing so far. So part of what we're doing is kind of two parts. One is rebuilding homes, and then the other is providing care packages. So these are some pictures of us rebuilding homes. You can see over there on the left-hand side, we have a carpenter that we pulled in and said, hey, can you put some zinc back on that roof? You can see in the middle, there's a whole community coming together, and they're bringing the plywood right there, zinc and plywood, everybody working together, getting this hardware together to build these homes. A lot of people lost doors. Doors literally blew off the hinges and they had no doors on their homes. We bought a lot of doors for people, and you can see right here, she's thanking us for the doors. This picture over here on the right is the picture. This was a home that was completely destroyed. The only thing left was his toilet. And we bought all this. We hired the carpenters, and they're rebuilding his entire home right there. And it's beautiful. It's right on the side of a hill, and he's going to have an amazing new home. Here is Miss Yvonne. This is actually Miss Yvonne's new roof. You saw Lakeisha was talking about that, and we were able to put her roof back on so she could sleep. When we went over there, Lakeisha actually handled this one. When she went over there was absolutely no roof. She had nowhere to sleep. And imagine all your stuff is everywhere, and it starts raining again, everything gets soaked. Anyway, she has a new roof. This is, again, just us helping with the supplies, putting this all together. And then the second part of it is the roof and the rebuilding, but then we also gave care packages. So these are some pictures of care packages that we handed out. Now, in these care packages, we had everything that they would need. We gave them food like sardines, tuna, other canned food, crackers, flour, sugar, milk, the powdered milk. But we also gave them toiletries like toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant, and so forth. You can see that's a pretty hefty bag right there. This is actually my daughter came with us. She's 6 years old, and she was giving out relief efforts as well. She was also playing with the little kids and giving them toys. So that was part of it as well. So that's our care packages there. You can see here we are at the grocery store doing some grocery shopping, and you can see everybody was very appreciative of what we were able to do. All right. Here's more care packages, more care packages. Over here, we are actually working with some of the MPs. It's just basically like the mayor of the area, delivering food. So they had the food, but we had the manpower. We had the trucks, we had the people. They were going out till 10 o'clock at night delivering packages of care goods. So we worked with other organizations as well. Here's just more deliveries. Now, this right here is actually a picture of, I was telling you in Internet Income Jamaica, we have a lot of different team members all over the island. So what we were doing is we're actually putting together boxes of relief efforts, and most of the stuff in the boxes were electronics. So we were giving like solar lights, we were giving power banks, and different things like that in these boxes. And a lot of these, we gave them multiple ones so they could share with their community where they were. So this was boxes sent to our team. And I definitely learned a lot about solar when I was over there and the importance of solar. You should have seen outside of my house, I had all these solar panels, charging batteries and things like that. But this was a solar battery pack. This one is amazing. You plug it in, it charges with these things here, the solar panels. We got a bunch of Starlinks. One of the things that some of our team members were saying is that the darkness was really getting to them. Because imagine, you're at your house, it's total darkness. You go outside, it's pitch black. So we did buy a whole big suitcase of solar lanterns. We were actually out on the road, and it was dark. It was dark because there's no light. And we passed them out to the different people that were hanging, outside. And we just lit up the whole street with these solar lights. And they were so grateful for that. So learned a lot about solar. Solar is very important, and these Starlinks as well. So another thing that we did with the Starlinks is that we would have the Starlink on, and we would have, it was in a safe place in the community, somebody that we knew, and we'd have people come over and be like, okay, we're going to be here for the next 3 hours. Get on the internet, talk to your friends, talk to your family, let them know that you're okay. So we did that as well. So we had a bunch of Starlinks, and we would take them places, and we'd give it to certain people so that they could be in the center hub of their community so people could communicate with their family. I'm going to go through this a little bit later, but this is donations from you. We're going to talk about that. this is me going to the airport with all these luggage, with all the stuff in it. And one of the things that our team said they really needed was mosquito spray. So keep that in mind. Mosquito spray was something that was in big demand. Now, this is donations from our community. So last time we did this, we asked you, we had an Amazon wish list, we had a Costco wish list, and this is what you were able to do. So you can see all of this stuff here. This is packs of rice and flour, all these goods right here. So congratulations to our community. We were able to put together 2 pallets, and it's right now, it's shipped and gone, and it's on its way to Jamaica. So I'm so excited about that. Just wanted to walk through. Oh, didn't play. Okay. Well, that was a video showing some of the stuff that we were able to donate. Now, these were all donations from our community. So we have this right here, our Amazon donations. So these are people that did Amazon wish list. Now, there was a majority of you did not put your names on your Amazon stuff that was delivered. So thank you so much. If you were anonymous, we appreciate that. But all of that put together was part of the pallets that left. We had a lot of people that donated cash as well, which was very beneficial because we used that money to buy the hardware and the roofing and paying the contractors and things like that when we were on the ground. So the financial donations was very beneficial. And then we had the Amazon donations as well. So thank you so much for that. Now, what we collected, so, want to be transparent, we collected $9,466 is what we were able to collect. And that was from the first time that we did this. And that money went towards the hardware and this, the boots on the ground type of work. Now, also being transparent, showing what we purchased and what we got. This is actually our expenses here. We actually spent $21,000, but we gathered 9,000. So we put in some of our own money as well. And you can see some of the things that we got, the hardware, lots of toiletries, Starlinks, chargeable fans. So one thing that I focused on and what I brought down was electronics. The things that is hard to get in Jamaica and you don't really find there is all these solar powered things. And that's what I focused on when I brought them down into Jamaica. So chargeable fans, power banks, solar power banks. Then we did some groceries, solar lights, and so forth. All right, so here we have, this is actually Lakeisha's expense sheet, some of the things that she was buying. So you can see carpenter fees, paying people to deliver gas and so forth. This is Ulrich stuff. So the types of things that he purchased as well, just so you can see where your money is going. All right. So detail today, we've impacted over 500 plus families. That is with helping them with the roofing as well as the care packages. We've partnered with different things. We partnered with the Rapid True Value. So that's that local hardware store, making it easy for us to get things. Connectivity, we made sure to get Starlinks. So we have Starlinks dispersed throughout the community and with our team members so they can help their communities as well. We shipped 2 pallets down there, thankfully, through your donations through Amazon and Costco. We personally spent $21,000 so far on the relief efforts. And that is to hardware, to ground crews, supplies, electronics, even money to ship the pallet. The pallet was almost $900 on this side to ship that. And we collected over $9,000 from our community. So thank you so much for that. So some of the critical needs right now is shelter. So heavy duty tarps, roofing, tools, contractor bags, power and communication. Like I said, I learned a lot about solar when I was there. Some food is the non-perishable goods as well, and then the health and hygiene. So these are some of the things that are in need over there. While we were there, we also met several. I had one young man who's 9 years old. I don't know if you guys are following us on Instagram, but he was 9 years old and he came up to me and he said, "Miss, are you going to help us fix our house?" And I said, "I'm going to try." So, and I haven't been able to sleep. I think about that little boy every day coming to me saying, "Ma'am, are you going to help us fix our house?" So that's one of our goals, is to help him and his family rebuild a house. So Elise is going to talk about that a little bit later as well. So how you can help today. So we have our website, onelovereliefjamaica.com. On that website, you can see there's different links that you can donate. We also have a wish list for Amazon. We have a wish list for Costco. And then we also, Alicia is going to talk about something that we have coming up that is going to really help with the impact that you can make. All right, so again, the transparency, as you can see, we did some photos. We are on Instagram. So team, if you want to put that Instagram link in there so you can follow some of the things that we're doing. We're showing you the spending logs, the updates, and we love that you have these different opportunities to share as well. So, all right, so team, if you can put some of those links in there. All right, Alicia, passing back to you. I'm going to go ahead and stop that.
Sure. Thank you, Laurette. Thank you. And we will bring up Tyrese and his team, or some of his team members, in a minute. I know that we do have Jill Ashlock on here, who will also talk about the efforts that they are doing in Jamaica and how we can all help. So Denise just posted in the chat different ways that you all can definitely donate to help with this and the efforts that are happening in the next few days. So where our goal is to fill a cargo plane. So we need pallets of stuff donated. So also there's an address to the warehouse. And Denise, is that on your website that you've set up for this? I think so.
Yep,
Denise,
it's on the website. Yep, it's there.
Yep, it's on the website. Okay, thank you for that. So there is a warehouse that is the drop-off location for sending packages to. So some of you here have said that you have packages or supplies that you want to send over to us. And so now, instead of sending it to our mom's house, which we did the first time, there's now a warehouse where you can send items to. So just want to make sure that everybody.
And I also, somebody put here for the kids' Christmas wish list. Yeah, so that was one thing that we did. My daughter, actually, we weren't planning on it, but she had toys in the car. And so she was giving away the toys that she had. So that's actually a really good idea, because a lot of their toys and things that they play with, it's gone or it's damaged. So yes, definitely think of the kids coming up for Christmas.
Right. And then, Laurette, we have 2 schools that we're going to adopt, right? One school, Lakeisha wants us to adopt, and somebody on Tyrese's team has a school that they like us to adopt as well. So we have 2 schools that we will be adopting and helping. So some of the questions that people have asked in the chat is, when will the power be restored? And Lakeisha said in the next few months. So it will probably take months to restore the power to everyone there, and Laurette or Nadine can probably speak to some of that and the impact there. So let me just see if go ahead,
it depends on the power. I know with the last hurricane, it took 3 months for our house to get power back. So, and this is worse. So we'll see.
Yeah. And this is a category 5 hurricane, so it's going to take a lot more time.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Kelly was saying, please, for clarity, are all things brand new or gently used? So Kelly, if you're donating clothes, definitely it doesn't have to be new. You can donate used clothes as well, for sure.
But should be definitely like new. Do your best to
in
do
good
like
shape.
new.
In good shape.
Yeah. Do like new. All right. So let me see if we have Jill or Tyrese that would like to come up and give an update on their team, and then we have some people that we're going to call on the phone and ask them to come on to Zoom and to do some live donations, and then we'll take some questions. So Jill, are you here? Would you like to come up?
I am little. How are you?
Hi, Jill. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Glad to be here. I love your all's organizational efforts for this little Zoom today. The slides look great.
Thank you. So Jill, would you like to just talk to us a little bit about the boots on the ground, and hey, Jill, and what you have been doing and what the team has been doing there? And could somebody pull Jill back up? Okay, there she is. Hi, Jill.
Hi, guys. So my name is Jill Ashlock. I'm actually the Director of Deployment for Reach Out Worldwide. Tyrese has been a part of our organization for quite a while, back when Paul Walker first started this. And just to acknowledge, the anniversary did come up yesterday, guys. It's been 12 years now. So we are definitely honoring Mr. Walker, and we'll continue to do so. Kind of a background on myself. I have 22 years as an emergency management affiliate, from firefighter to a paramedic to being an assistant director. I definitely have been doing this long enough to understand the ins and outs of everything that needs to be done efficiently. And that's probably why I'm the director of the deployment for the organization now. We left out the 1st of November, and we got boots on the ground and hit the ground running. To date, we have helped well over 3,000 families be fed, supplied clean water. We've tarped 27 roofs to date now, gotten 2 businesses back up and running because of poultry farms. Of course, you can't have jerk chicken without chicken, right? And a lot of the farmers lost their ability to house their poultry so that they could keep their restaurants up and running, which in turn feeds the community. So we made that a priority. On top of that, we have assisted in Tyrese's mission to help up north. My team has been mostly up in Trelawney and Silo, Black River. We've touched base now in 3 different parishes and 24 townships. So yay, Ro has been everywhere. But we did do a lot up there with Tyrese's group and a couple of other great nonprofit organizations we've been able to partner with, and we'll continue to do so. Our redeployment is set right now tentatively for December the 10th. We'll be bringing in hopefully several thousands more dollars to that deployment with one of our new partners, which is Ground Force, a guy named Rob Goddett. Yeah, I might have butchered that. Sorry. Him, and along with Richard Vernon, which is St. James's mayor there, we are working to put together a rebuild project. And the housing project title of that is called Soma Nook. These are board houses that give temporary shelter almost immediate. We can throw these things up 1 or 2 a day. We've got families under roof, and they're able to reside there in the dry and keep their items that they've been able to recover from Melissa in the dry, so that they're not just laying out for looters or things of that nature. That should kick off within, I would say, Monday. We will be breaking ground on the government facility that they have chosen. St. James government is providing that land for us to build these on there. So we definitely need more funding. Right now, our proposal allows us to build 10 of these housing structures for 10 families. The more funding we get, the more houses we get to build. So that is probably my priority right now. If anybody has any questions about that project, I would love to talk to you about the opportunities to assist with us, or especially funding.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, we just wanted to say thank you for everything that you're doing, Jill. It's been absolutely amazing. Does anybody have any questions for Jill? Just want to see did anybody have anything that they wanted to say or any questions for Jill? You're very thorough in everything that you're doing there. So shout out to you and to your team for doing this, Jill. So Kelly says, thanks a lot. And we will post information on you and your team in the chat, Jill, okay? For everybody there. And then on all the live streams. Go ahead.
In the chat, I'll tag my credentials in the chat as well.
Okay.
If anyone reach out directly.
Okay. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, everybody. Show Jill some love. All the work that she's doing in Jamaica. I love it. I love it. So I see in the chat, people are asking if Lorette and I are from Jamaica. So our dad is from Jamaica, and we do a lot of work in Jamaica. So there's the tie-in, and we have a lot of team members that are part of Jamaica. So we have some questions in the chat. Denise, were you able to post the information for the warehouse? Could you post okay, I think Jody Ann just dropped it into the chat. So if you can send, a lot of you are saying that you can send things directly to the warehouse. So thank you so much. So you can see the address of the warehouse right there. And then you need to put into your package, what is in there. I guess a log of the items that are in there. Lorette, if you can talk a little bit about that, just so that as it's going to Jamaica and going through customs, there's a direct information about what you're putting there. So let's fill up this warehouse. Go ahead, Lorette.
Yeah, so whatever you're shipping, especially if you're shipping something that's not like from Amazon or Costco or something like that, and when you ship it and you put it in the box, put in an itemized list of what's in there, and that would really help because we have to supply that as it goes through customs. So if you could put a list in your box, that would be amazing.
All right, perfect. And then are we putting Helping Hands as the name on this shipment, Denise, do you know?
Yes, we are. Yep, you can just say to Helping Hands for Jamaica. We
Okay.
just dropped a link in the chat just for more instructions on what to do. It's all there.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. So if everybody sees, Denise just dropped the link in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can talk about filling up this cargo plane. And Tyrese, whenever you want to come on, let us know. And then we have some other people that we're going to pull up.
I'm ready.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
he's ready. Let's pull him up. Pull him up. Daydream, if you can pull up Tyrese for me, please. Tyrese, welcome. Welcome to this session. And
I'm ready.
thank you so much for everything that you're doing. And let's not forget to talk about your song before we get off of here. But can you tell us a little bit about why you're so passionate about helping the people of Jamaica? Because we've seen it all over social media.
Listen, natural disasters happen all the time in different parts of the world, the US, many places around the world. A lot of times these natural disasters happen, and until it shows up on our timeline or end up on our news feed here in the States, we just don't know. So obviously, Hurricane Melissa, it hit, and we found out about it in a real way here in the US. I wanted to really tag team with Jill and really speak to how proud I am of Reach Out Worldwide and give you guys some more context and backstory. So our brother Paul Walker, who was my co-star in Fast and the Furious and really my brother in real life, um, as of yesterday, 12 years ago, we lost Paul. Every time we come up on Thanksgiving, we were actually filming in the city of Atlanta. We all went home for Thanksgiving break, and I got my last hug from Paul here in Atlanta, where I now currently live. And so whenever Thanksgiving comes around, it's always like happy energy around family, but it's always oh man, a couple of days from now, that happened. And so before Paul died in 2010, it's 2025 now, he formed Whenever Paul would do a movie, he would take his own money and he would go physically put 10 or 15 people on the plane as soon as he got cleared to get into these natural disaster areas, from hurricanes to earthquakes, tsunamis, you name it. He was traveling around the world. Proudly, Reach Out Worldwide has been deployed for 90 different natural disaster missions. And although I have been raising money for Reach Out Worldwide since 2013, I've never physically went on a mission. So here I am in the middle of my prayer, and I heard God clearly say to me, you need to go to Jamaica. So I jumped on the plane with help from none other than Mona Scott Young, my brother PJ Kev, and we already knew communication-wise that Reach Out Worldwide was already there. So it felt like they were already there for like a week before we got there. So by the time we all linked up, we showed up with goods. They needed to replenish some of their goods. We started updating each other, and then we just literally went boots to the ground, walking through every community, hugging and giving love, because sometimes it's good to show up with food and water and supplies, but sometimes people just need a hug, and they just need to know that we see them and that they matter, and that we're doing everything we can to bring as much love and energy and help into this situation, and they are not forgotten. They're not lost on us. And we don't have the attention span of an Instagram timeline where when somebody swipes, we're on to the next story and we forget all about Jamaica. So we don't have no political agendas. We're not aligned to any parties. We're not aligned to any celebrity. I'm not looking to try and get a song out of this with any of the local Jamaican artists. I have no agenda but to help the people and to get as much as we can to the people. And so I am here on behalf of my brother Paul Walker's charity, in conjunction with Cody Walker, who's now the chairman and CEO, who stepped in to take over the foundation since Paul passed in 2013 to help. And this was my first mission, boots on the ground of 90 missions to go out, and God put it on my heart to go to Jamaica, and we had a time. The story of my life was I went there with my best foot forward to try and help and impact as many lives as I could. I had no idea that my life would be impacted the most. The things that we take for granted, the traumas and the resilience of the people that I was able to experience. Like, I mean, even if I'm showing up, like, you have no reason how, you have no reason, like, and the fact that these beautiful souls and these resilient people just welcomed us in their neighborhoods, whether we had things in our hands to give or not. It was just such a beautiful exchange of humanity. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody in Jamaica that kept us safe, all of the neighborhoods that welcomed us. And again, to Jill and the 10 team members from Reach Out Worldwide, thank you. I think we've raised a little over $20,000 so far on ROWW.org. So I do want to touch on a couple of things. I'd like to do this as a tag team, Alicia, because your energy is like real, you know. So I want to just mention that our new mission right now, outside of all of the other collective efforts that I'm so grateful, because it takes a village, literally, to save a village. We have a cargo plane mission, okay? Wheels Up. The ideal Wheels Up would be December 8th. That's next week. December 8th, Wheels Up. But we need supplies to be delivered to our Miami warehouse by December 5th. Very important. We have to get the supplies delivered to the warehouse by December 5th. And there's going to be a huge amount of volunteers, which we also need more volunteers, helping us to load up all the pallets, all of the waters, and all of the supplies that are needed so that we can take one full cargo plane all the way there. We have already been cleared upon arrival, and we have already been given permission to get the supplies directly to the people without having to go through politics and red tapes and any type of bureaucracy. I would use another word, but I'm not going to. So if you guys have already posted the address, I don't know if we can pin the address in the comments, but we need you guys to start ordering pallets, anything from Postmates, Amazon. Go as far as you possibly can. There is a website where you guys could still donate cash, which is very important because there's a bunch of things that we are buying there locally, and there's a bunch of things that we're purchasing that have to be purchased prior to the cargo plane being shipped over. So cash donations is welcome. If you're comfortable or uncomfortable with a cash donation, we do have a list of things that the Prime Minister, along with all the people there in Jamaica, have specifically requested that they actually need. And so, you know, it's good to arrive at your own instincts around what they must need, but try our best to honor that as we can. We're taking cash donations, guys, specifically to rebuild homes, okay? Cash donations are critical in this process. The hard cost includes paying for workers like drivers and carpenters, paying for gas, delivering care packages and hardwares that's needed to build the homes. And here's the thing, guys, we put a formula together where we're now building temporary full homes for $1,000, and the more elaborate, with more donations, we can get some full homes built for at least $8,000. Because we know that if we were to go the traditional route, building a house of any size would take a minimum of 2 years. So having those cash donations could really, really help with what we're doing. And you can send those cash donations into One Love. What is it? One Love Relief Jamaica.com. One Love Relief Jamaica.com. And give as much as you can. I want to speak really quick. Does anybody have any questions? Maybe I should go into the chat.
Yeah, so sorry, you were breaking up just a little bit. So first of all, if everybody would use that reaction button and just give Tyrese a round of applause and let's show him some love. Come on, guys. Come on, blow it up. Look at all that love. Yes, Tyrese, first of all, thank you so much. And on behalf of every Jamaican and everyone who cares about it, we thank you so much for everything that you are doing. So does anybody have any questions for Tyrese? And I know that I also want to pull in Nehemiah Davis. Is Nehemiah here, Lorette? I asked him to pop on because he wants to do a donation. Is Nehemiah on here, Lorette? If not, I'm going to call him. I'll call him on the phone real quick.
I do see him here.
You do see him. Neo, are you here? Hey, Nehemiah, how are you? Tyrese, this is our guy, Nehemiah Davis.
Unmuted, so that's good. What's good? What's good? What's up, Tyrese? What's up, brother? How you feeling?
Good. Sure. How are you?
All is well, my guy. I was dang, Dash was I met up with Dash and he was like, yo, I was just with Tyrese, King Nah Dad. It was like 6 months ago though. That's my guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I love what y'all doing, bro. What I wanted to come on here and do, I told Alicia earlier, I want to donate to the cause. So you kind of let me know. I heard what you just said about products and cash or however. So we want to donate $1,500 to go towards what y'all got going on. And I would ask everybody, I don't care, anybody on here, $20, $10, $100, whatever you can, that would be great because there's nothing like making a difference. So you kind of let me know, Tyrese, would y'all rather us to order the products and ship them there, or we could just send the money to whatever link that y'all have so we could make a difference for this effort that you and Alicia and your team is doing?
It's whatever you guys are comfortable with. You know, some people feel a way about sending cash because they're like, you know, what is my money actually going to go towards? And that's why they've been going above and beyond to show the transparency with receipts, with paper trail, with the actual physical things that are being purchased and showing that it's actually reaching the people and it's not stuck in some political warehouse being used for family and friends. So,
anything that Alicia got going on, I'm all in. And when she said it's something y'all doing together, I know that money's in good hands with your cosign and her cosign. So we'll send the funds because it sounds like you said, people, you got to pay workers, you got to do all of that, and y'all could just do whatever y'all feel with it because I know it's going to go to a good cause, man. But, you know, so grateful that y'all are doing this and out there impacting lives. I know Alicia been doing work in Jamaica forever, so this is dope to really see what y'all doing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Neo, and thanks for that donation. So everybody give Neo a round of applause. Thank you so much for that donation, Neo. We appreciate it. Thank you, Neo. Thank you, Neo. So
I gotta ask too, Alicia. We need to know in the chat who else is committing to donate, right? Like who all else is here? It don't gotta be $1,500. Whatever. Give $1, give $20.
Oh, it can be more. It can be more than 1,500. They don't have to be 1,500. It can be more than 1,500. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Somebody's wearing some red bottoms right now that cost more than 1,500 on this call right now under their desk. Promise.
I love it. I love it.
So guys, I wanted to mention this last thing. There was a little boy that we came across in a part of Jamaica called Hanover, whose family is living in a tiny shop because their home was completely destroyed. He looked at our team and asked, "Miss, can you fix our house?" We promised him that we'd be back. because we did not have the money or the supplies to do what this little boy wanted us to do for him at his house in Hanover. And I'm asking you guys to help us to keep that promise that we're going to go back to Hanover and take care of this little boy and his family. And so I know the story was told already, but I wanted to really bring that back and really speak to really helping out this little boy in Hanover. And the last thing I was going to touch on is, again, the volunteers that's going to be helping us out to load up this cargo plane. We need you guys between the 5th and the 6th to load up this plane. We have 2 different warehouses from my understanding, and now we're trying to condense everything into one full delivery to get it onto the cargo plane. We're not going to mention how much we spent on the cargo plane, but it was a real number. And we do not want this cargo plane to go into Jamaica half baked or half full. We'd much rather do one full shipment and go wall to wall and make sure that we got as many pallets and supplies as possible to help the people. So cash donations or checking off the list of things that are actually needed is very important. And we want you to ship it from your Postmates, your Amazon, whatever you have and whatever you're comfortable with. Just get it delivered directly to the warehouse, and that way it could all be uploaded onto the cargo ship. Delivery is going up on December 8th, and myself and Busta Rhymes will be going with the cargo ship for the delivery to get there directly to Jamaica. Help us out, because we do not want to fly to Jamaica empty-handed, okay? That's all I have to say. Thank you all for giving me the floor
Thank you.
and allowing me to speak. And I could not be more honored to be aligned with you guys. We're all doing God's work. Not everybody is in a financial situation to be able to make a donation, but just being able to send emails, make phone calls, and reach out to your resources. Everything matters. Everything matters. And we got a real countdown, guys. It's not like after December 8th, our efforts to help the people of Jamaica is going to stop, but we got a lot of pressure that we're putting ourselves under to get as much done as we can before the plane takes off on December 8th. So just thank you in advance for what you've been doing. Thank you for what you're about to do. And thank you for Alicia and Loretta for having me on. And thank you to Mona Scott Young. Love you guys so much. All right.
Thank you,
And
Tyrese.
Team
Thank
Rowe.
you.
Guys.
Thank you, Tyrese. Thank you. All right, everybody, let's make those commitments to fill up this cargo plane. And Nia, we still have you spotlighted here. If you need to go, you can just let me know. But let's make these efforts to fill up this cargo plane. So let's answer your questions really quickly. First of all, thank you, Neo, for starting us off with a great donation. So Lorette, I'm going to pull you up
I'm
to talk
sending mine
about
right now. I'm waiting for them to say done. Or I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, he on here just talking. No, I'm on. Before I leave, I'm gonna show y'all. I can show you better than I can tell you. So I'm really excited about what y'all doing. And I mean, honestly, Alicia, this isn't nothing new for you, right? Since I've known you, I know Jamaica been dear to your heart. I remember back in the day, I mean, when I first met you and you connected me with an editor in Jamaica, you've always been like, let me go show people in Jamaica how to make a better living wage. So your heart has always been, how do I make a difference? Whether the spotlight is on you or not, that's really something that you live by. Like I vividly remember me sending you and Lorette our charity for the kids, and automatically it was like, yeah, we're sponsoring the kids. So I don't want anyone to think. I want y'all to know this is coming from somebody who really cares and really want to see her people in the fine citizens of Jamaica be in a better place. So everybody here, your prayers count, your donations count, no matter how small or how large. Your contribution matters. You going being on the ground matters. You volunteering matter. Just you even showing up to this call, it matters. So Alicia, I just wanted to say thank you to you and Lorette for what y'all doing, and I'm really excited. And I want to know who's committed to helping, right? Who's committed to making a difference. Let us know in the chat if you like committed. Shout out to I'm seeing some people already say they already donated. Congrats. If you donated, just write donated. If you committed to help, right, committed, however that may be, right? Every little thing matters. So I'm really excited. Man, I really wish that I really wish the summit was going on because there would
I
be like
know.
thousands of people that could
10,000
be a
people
part of
here.
this. Like
I know. I know.
giving
This was
back matters.
It does. It does. And this was thrown together really last minute. We wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to invite Tyrese on here. And there is an urgency because everything needs to be to the warehouse on December 5th so that that cargo plane we can't see that.
My payment,
I
hold, let me see if I could
I
switch
saw it. I
cameras.
got it.
Lorette got it.
Okay.
Lorette's about to talk.
More of the
Go ahead.
story is my
Yeah,
fifteen
we
hundred
see it
dollar
now.
payment is sent, guys. So I just
Thank
want to make
you.
sure, and I'll post it on my Instagram because sometimes people are like, yeah, I don't do it, and then they just disappear. So I'm not one of those. So as you guys donate, just drop your screenshot inside of that chat. And a thank you for believing in me. We're at a place now where people don't believe almost anything. So I like to always be transparent and show people because I believe like I believe giving back, as you guys know or may don't know, I got a street named after me in Philly. And as an influencer and entrepreneur, you almost could pay for anything. You can't pay for that. So
Right.
giving back has been something that's been on my heart forever, Lorette's heart. I hear all the work that Lorette's husband is doing down there in Jamaica and things they're facilitating. Like you guys really have no clue that they have stopped their business and have committed, hours, a dozen plus hours a week to this initiative to make sure you feel better. So we got to make sure we stand behind the little sisters, Tyrese, and anybody who's like, bruh, I'm helping. So pray matters, volunteering matters, your contribution matters. However you can contribute, it matters. So, ladies, thank y'all for letting
you,
me
Neo.
come on here and calling me. It's an honor to be able to come on here and donate to our amazing, because I know it's going to get to the right place and I know it's going to get to the right people. So, thank y'all for being a facilitator to make all this happen. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
So, Lorette, this has been amazing. And before we do some more updates, and I just want to shout out everybody who's donated so far. So I'm going to let you give some shout outs to those who have donated. And we appreciate you all. And so I think it's very important always to do what we can to help others. So thank you so much. And then I'm going to pull up Denise, if you don't mind. I'm going to pull you up to just talk about any other housekeeping. Denise has done so much work. Oh my gosh, the woman has done so much work making sure that we can really have a successful cargo plane full, and a lot of work happened over Thanksgiving break. So we appreciate that, Denise. So Lorette, and then if you could talk about what I think is amazing for us is that, all these years, people have always told us to set up a nonprofit, and we never did it until it was like time to do it and time to act. Like everything that we have done in Jamaica, we've just done it, but we've never set up a nonprofit. And so you and Denise pulled it off last minute and said, okay, let's just do this to set up this nonprofit. So tell us a little bit about the nonprofit, that setup process that you did, and it might inspire somebody else here to set up their nonprofit for their passion projects as well.
Yeah, so like you said, we've been saying we were going to do it for so long and we never did it, and we finally did it for this. So we are officially AI Innovision Foundation. And so this is our officially first nonprofit type of thing that we're doing. So somebody was asking about the 501c. So all our paperwork, everything is submitted. The 501c does take months to get actually approved, but all of our paperwork is in, and you can see that it's in progress and all that stuff. So we are a nonprofit. So excited about that. I see Doreen says you've had a nonprofit since 2009. I love that. And I also wanted to say one thing that, Neo was talking about is how we've been doing work in Jamaica since 2010, teaching people how to earn online. Now, a lot of those people that we're teaching how to earn online are now our team leaders. The problem is that they don't have internet, they don't have power. So they were earning online and that was cut off. And if that's cut off, you're not making any income. And if you're not making any income, how are you supposed to eat? How are you supposed to do all that stuff? So one of the things that we did is that we also provided a lot of our team leaders that work online with Starlinks and power banks, and to help them get back to earning money, because you need to earn money. So we did what we could to get them back online as well.
Thank you for that. And thank you for everybody who is putting their receipts. Yeah, receipts in the chat and donating. Denise, Lorette, as you do your shout out list, we're going to be ready for you. Do you want to start your shout out list? And Mika said she just got her nonprofit. It took her 3 weeks. So congratulations, Mika, for setting up your nonprofit. And Lorette, for everybody who donates here I am putting Lorette on the spot. She has no choice but to say yes. Would you and Denise just do a special class for everybody who's donated on how they can set up their own nonprofit and that process that you two went through to set it up so quickly?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
It was late night, so we did it, but we can do it.
Would you all like a class on that as well? Give me a yes in the chat if you'd like a class on that. So those of you who donate, we'll invite you to be part of that class. You can learn how to set up your own nonprofit. So Lorette, so we have some questions here in the chat. Denise, can people drop off to the warehouse instead of shipping it?
Yes, you can drop off to the warehouse. There is 24-hour access. You just have to bring it there. So if that's what you want to do, you can do that. Just make sure that you list on there that it's Helping Hands for Jamaica, and also make sure you list what is in that package. As Lorette said earlier, we have to create these manifestos for each pallet that is going on that cargo plane. And so for those of you who are able to volunteer on December 6th, that is what we're going to be doing. So help make our jobs a little bit easier by doing that, just putting on there what it is and what the package is.
Okay. Hold your mic next time, Denise, just so people can hear you better. But did everybody get that? Yes. Kelly said every little bit helps. Yes. All right. And thank you for your donation. Look at everybody who's donating. Thank you so much for donating. Denise, anything else that you wanted to say just about filling up this cargo plane?
Yeah, so it's really important, we need items for this cargo plane. And so we have put in links in the chat to Costco and also to Amazon, whichever is your choice. If you click on those links, it has the items that Lorette has already, she's been there, she's seen what's been going on, she knows what's needed. She's talked to different soldiers that are there. And so those items there on that list are exactly what people need. And so if you could purchase those items and you have the means to do so, please do so, because that is what we need. We need everything to be at the warehouse by December 5th. So just check at the dates and make sure that you can get things there by December 5th so that we can pack those items onto pallets on December 6th. Okay. So that is what we are trying to do. We want to just make sure that we have those items ready. If you sign up to volunteer, you will get a message back from us on Thursday what your shift will be to come and help us pack those pallets. So more to come, but the links are in the chat. And if you want to reach out, please reach out to that email there.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes.
Sounds good. And so for those of you who have, like Vondell is saying, Keller Williams has a relief effort arms for things like this. So, Vondell, if you can reach out to Denise, if you could put your email and information into the chat for those type of things, that would be amazing. So reach out to Denise for those type of things, or reach out to Jill. And Jill, are you still on here? Did you want to say something?
I am. I just noticed in the chats a couple of the inquiries and then the mention about the 501c3. And yes, it takes a long time, guys, but do not let that hinder you from making donations. And if you are one of those people, for tax purposes, business purposes, whatever the reason might be, that you're holding back funds from donating to this cause, Roe has their 501c3. You can go and pull our EIN off of our website. We'll send you a tax donation. So if that is a concern from anyone on this chat, because that 501c3 is just not through yet, we can get that taken care of for you. You let me know personally. If that's something you require to give us money to make your donation, I'll make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Jill.
you
I
for
love it.
that.
I love
And also,
it.
some people are asking the question, if you order from the Amazon wish list or from the Costco wish list that is on the site, yes, it goes directly to the warehouse. It goes directly to the warehouse. So that just makes it easier. But for those of you who asked to bring it to the warehouse, you can do the same. We're also looking for generators and chainsaws and things of that matter. And so if you have local Ace Hardwares or you're connected to any business owners that have things that they would like to donate, that's also an option. So just, keep those things in mind.
And both the Costco, so those, if you don't want to buy on Amazon, you can buy from Costco. Is that right? And then some of you who also want to buy, if you want to buy through Office Depot or Staples for your business purposes, for tax purposes as well, you could buy from Costco or Staples and then ship it to the warehouse. So just some ideas there as well. And then Nadine, you have some things you wanted to donate. Did you want to be brought up on camera? Did you want to come talk to us? We can unmute you. If so, just raise your hand and we can pull you up. But a lot of people have donated. Lorette, while we wait to see if Nadine wants to be pulled up and if anybody else wants to be pulled up to talk about your donations, raise your hand. And Lorette, if you could go ahead and, we have Nadine and then we'll go to Lorette for an update. Nadine, how are you?
I'm fine, guys. How's everyone?
Good, good. All right, tell us what you got.
Well, I'm American consultant. I've been trying to get in touch with y'all to, donate some stuff there. And I already ordered the products and
Okay.
I've ordered over thousands of dollars worth of products. So I just want to know, one thing basically I would need help with is getting it shipped to y'all. As far as funding, because I've spent my own money,
Sure.
ordering the stuff already.
Sure.
And,
And
whatever else. And if anybody else want to donate to help me order products, from Avon or Mary Kay, that's fine. And I also have a family boutique. So anybody want to help to donate for me to
ship
do
it.
this?
So
I've been doing this for years with
I
my
love
own
it.
money. So,
Thank you
I've
so
been ready
much.
to do it. I have the products ready. They downstairs in the garage, all boxed up, and
I
just
love
have
it.
to
Where
get.
do you live, by the way? Where do you
I'm in
live?
New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey right now.
You're in New Jersey. I love it. I love it. So we do have another team member in New Jersey as well. So I'm going to connect you now. Let's connect you with Sarah and then because she's in Jersey. And Sarah, would you connect with Nadine and let's make sure that we get her the funds and the shipping. Lorette might be able to send her our UPS or FedEx account to get the stuff shipped down to the warehouse. Cool, Sarah?
That's awesome. That's awesome. And
All
I'll
right.
continue, doing that. So just let
You're
me know.
amazing.
Thank you. No problem.
You're amazing. Yep. So putting Sarah on our team with you since she is a Jersey girl as well and loves everything Jersey. So Sarah, can you just confirm that you've got her? And then Lorette, could you look at the Amazon link because Althea says the delivery is coming to her instead of going to the warehouse and I'm pretty sure it automatically goes to the warehouse. Is that correct? Just look at it one more time. You're saying it does go to the warehouse automatically? Oh, sorry, you're
Yes.
muted. I just pushed to unmute you.
Yes, it should be going to the warehouse. I will put the warehouse address here though, just to make it easy for you, so you don't have to go back and click. But
Pete
yeah.
Coffee Brown said the same thing when before it was automatically shipping to our mom's house. So something happened with the address on the wish list. So if I don't know if Jamal wants to check that for us.
Yeah, I got it. I'm doing it.
Okay, Lorette's fixing it. So give us 1 minute and we are fixing that. Thank you for pointing that out. So, and then thank you for sharing it. So P Coffee Brown says that they're going to share this as well. So if anybody knows anyone that has anything that they can ship to the warehouse or will be shipping from my garage to the warehouse shortly as well. But if you have anything that you can ship to the warehouse, the address for the warehouse, Justin, just put it in the chat again, and you can just put you need a 2, just put Helping Hands - Jamaica, and they will know that that's for the Jamaica project. Anything going to that warehouse is for the Jamaica project. It's only for the Jamaica project right now. So that is perfect. All right, making sure that, let's see here. Dadrian, make sure that Sarah has Nadine's number. She just put it in the chat. Thank you so much for that. All right, thank you, LJ. We see your donation. Look at everybody putting their donations in the chat. Tamira, thank you for your donation as well. Once Lorette's finished with the Amazon stuff, she'll read out the list of people who've donated so far. So thank you for your support. And then we will give a date, maybe the beginning of January, because I think January is a great time. But for everybody who donates, a special class on how to set up your nonprofit from Lorette. You fixed it. Is that what you're saying? I'm going to push to unmute you. You can unmute now. Go ahead.
It's fixed now as far as shipping directly to the warehouse.
Okay, apologies for that, everybody. It is fixed now. It is fixed now. So thank you, Lorette. So, okay, Lorette, let's hear it. Give a shout out to everybody who's donated so far. And then if you are shipping something to the warehouse, can you just put shipping in the chat so we can also give you a round of applause in the chat, and let us know what you're shipping if you know what you're shipping already. But Lorette, turning it over to you.
Yes. So thank you, Yolanda, Celeste, Linda, Austin, Lillian, Erica, Latasha, Shauna, Anisha, thank you. Tamira, thank you. All right. We got a lot, Alicia. Michelle, Althea, Sharon, Bobby, Bonita, Justin, thank you. Denise, Deanna, Jacqueline, Sharma. And I love how people are giving a whole variety of things, even if you only have a small amount. What they say in Jamaica, Alicia, every mickle makes a muckle, right?
So, right.
Stephen, Sarah, Greta, Kevin, Denise, April, Stephen, Leslie, Tracy, Comfort Concierge. Thank you. All right, we got more. Tanita, Nehemiah, Kellyanne, Diane, Doreen, Christy, Alonda, William, Denise, Adilsa. Thank you. All right. And the first person that donated was Fonda. So congratulations.
We always love the first person, right? The first person to take action. So thank you so much for that, Fonda. We appreciate it. And then we have a bunch of people who are shipping as well. So Anita shipping clothes, Dr. Denise is shipping Amazon items, Lisa, Benita, Althea, Tanita all says that they are shipping. So thank you to everyone who is shipping. And then if you have already ordered something from Amazon or Costco, and shipping to the warehouse already. So you ordered from Amazon or Costco, just type in Amazon or Costco in the chat so we can lift you up as well. So Pete Coffee Brown already ordered something and shipped it to the warehouse. Thank you so much. Mitney already ordered something from Amazon and shipped it to the warehouse. So we appreciate it. Fonda is posting everything that she bought and shipped to the warehouse as well. Thank you for that. Lane says donated cash. I appreciate the donation. Kiana, Amazon. And Lorette or Denise, talk about some of the things that you want to make sure that people, if they're ordering something not on your wish list, like you curated the wish list based on the needs of the people that you're helping and also what the government says. Can you talk about some of those things real quick?
Yeah, so it was tarps, it was tents, right, Lorette? Like what else? What else did we have?
Yeah, tarps, tent, solar stuff, because remember, solar is big. Food, a lot of food, non-perishable items was on there. And then things like hygiene, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, deodorant, things like that. And then we also put a little treat there with pancakes and syrup. So, have a nice breakfast as well.
And then we're also thinking about the kids. If you want to send toys, I don't believe that the kids wouldn't want them. So toys, books, whatever would be helpful. Again, we said we were going to be adopting a school. It's going to be Lakeisha's daughter's school. So we need a lot of help there. And if you're an educator or you know what schools need, please send that stuff over to the warehouse as well.
I love it. I love it. And Nadine, Denise, don't forget to use your microphone when you're talking. Just pull it up to you. People are they want to hear you. So they're just reminding you to do that. So I love it. I love it here, Lorette. We've done a lot to really lift up this community in prayer and just thanking everyone for everything that they've donated here. So we've got a deadline, and we thank everybody for coming on last minute to help us to meet this deadline. So Lorette, I know after the ships out, we're kind of focusing now on adopting the schools. So, and then I know that we have some families that want adoption as well. So if you're interested in adopting, helping be part of the Adopt a School, just so we can start to make a list, type school in the chat or adopt a family. If your family would like to adopt a family, put family in the chat so we can follow up. We have your email and phone number from you signing up for this, so we can directly connect back with you. So if you're interested in the school and the family, I know the principal called Lakeisha crying, saying that everything for the kids was lost. Is Lakeisha still on here? Not sure if she is,
Yes,
but Lakeisha,
yes,
yeah,
I'm still home.
can we pull you back up for a minute? And can you tell us about that principal? And I know Lorette or Denise, you brought up the fact that someone on Tyrese's team wants a school adopted as well. So let's not forget that we have 2 schools that we need adoption with. So we're asking everybody, if you're interested in adopting a school or adopting a family, let us know. And what adopting a family would mean is we'd assign you a family, and then within your network and resources, you go out and you try to help this family as much as possible. And then we'll also work with you to do that, to make sure that you can help a family as much as possible. So I know that we have 2 families right now that are completely homeless that we know personally that we're looking to help. But Lakeisha, let's talk about this school.
Do you have the picture of the school? Can someone pull that up?
Yeah,
So
I
what
can.
happened?
Okay,
Go
Lorette can
ahead.
pull it up.
Okay, wonderful. So what happened is that the entire roof came off. The school supplies was damaged. All the books. And then we just had a new school year started September. So just imagine the money that person spent to go to the bookstore. That's just all down the drain right now. So the principal came crying to me. She's saying she don't know what is going to happen. She don't know what is going to happen with the students, because there's nothing they can do at this time. The government is not the help that the government is providing is not as fast or swift as how we would have hoped, because it's now December and nothing has been set in place as yet. So I would really love for them to get help. And one of the main reason is because it's not just for one person, it's going to help over 70 children to be able to continue their education.
And so, Lakeisha, for everybody who's interested in adopting a school or adopting this school, do we think that we can get the principal on and get, exactly what the principal needs, so that we can all help to supply and rebuild the school? And let's build it better. Let's build this school better than expected, right? And so I put some
So
pictures too that Lakeisha
one
sent me
moment,
in the chat. Go ahead, Lakeisha.
one moment, Alisa. I think Miss Fowler was on. I just saw her. I think she fell off.
Do you want to call her and see if you can get her back?
Okay, one moment.
Okay, all right, okay. Perfect. So I put some pictures that Lakeisha had sent me of the school into the chat as well. So thank you, everyone who wants to adopt that school. So we'll make sure that happens. So, all right, Tanita, we'll make sure that you get that help. So,
And I was talking to some other
Yeah.
kids, and one little girl, her school didn't get damaged, but they're not in school because the school is being used as a shelter. So it's like the school is fine, but now it's being used as a shelter, so they can't go to school.
So they can't go to school, right? I think it'll be a while before a lot of the schools on that side of the island. And so people are also asking, like, well, what about the government help? And what about the help that's coming from the US? And that help takes a lot of time. I know they're working first on hospitals and infrastructure and repairing that sort of stuff. So I was asking that question to Lakeisha as well, and it was like a lot of silence. When do you think, or if there will be help for the government? And so what we do is we do not wait, right? So when there's a call for help, this principal is saying help, we want the kids to be able to come back to school and have their school situation back. We're like, well, we don't need to wait for the government because we've got community, we've got each other. So if a principal's asking for help, I mean, I'm all in for let's do it ourselves, right? Let's do it ourselves and not wait for the government. I mean, maybe the government can come in later and do something, but right now she wants to get the kids back in school. We can do it. We can do it together as a community. Look at how many people here have typed the word school into the chat and would like to be part of that. So I think that's how many of you guys agree with me? Like, as community, we can do things ourselves, right? Let's do it ourselves. So yeah. All right, good. Absolutely. And I know there's so many of you here that I know personally who have done things and helped other people yourself, not waiting for anybody else to step in and help. You're like, hey, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So thank you for that. So while Lakeisha's seeing if she can grab the principal of that school, do we know anything about the other school? Lorette, were you the one who told me, or Denise, the other school that we're looking to help?
I did, and I need to just get the name, so I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Okay. All right. And then I don't know if we have anybody else that would like to talk from the teams that have been working together, Mona or anybody else who'd like to talk. But if so, just raise your hand up so we can pull you up and unmute you. So let us know so we can pull you up and unmute you. Lorette, if you have any more updates that you want to do on donations, people who've donated, you want to do any more shout outs, let me know. I can see your eyes looking at the list. So I just pushed it to you to
thankfully.
unmute.
So Nidra, Vernessa, Dion, Nancy, Bonita, Brianna, Nittany, Yolanda, Celeste, and Linda.
I love it. I love it. That's definitely Monique doing those sound effects, isn't it? Venetia said something that's so important. She said, and the truth of the matter is the government alone cannot do it all. Good point. I mean, There we go. Justin said teamwork makes it work. And as Tyrese was talking about the work that we've done in Jamaica, we've done work all over for so long. So it's not just Jamaica as well, but we've done work in many different places here in America as well. This is just what Jamaica needs right now. And so I'm looking forward to hearing more about all of you and your passion projects and how we can all come together as a community and help with different things as well. Go ahead, Lorette.
No, I just saying a lot of the people that we're helping are people that are, up in the hills. I know when Ulrich was delivering food, he's like, I didn't even know these places existed. And I was born right down the street, and he's just up in the hills and up in the mountains and helping people that, wouldn't normally get help from the government or something like that. So those are a lot of the people that we're reaching. And it's a lot of word of mouth, like Lakeisha was saying, that people are coming to her. For us, it was a lot of people coming to us and saying, hey, we know this family, and they would take us over there to the family. We would give them, food and care packages, and then assess their house, see what they need for their house, get the material, bring it back, and then progress, with that. But that's usually, and it spreads fast when you're out there and you can help people, and we're actually helping them.
Right.
So they're like, you're actually doing something. You say that's why I would really love to help the little boy with his house, because I told him we'd be back. So, everybody that we say we'll be back, we went back. So that's another one that we've got to go back to.
And Tyrese was mentioning this as well, Lorette. It's just the transparency of your good record keeping. I will say, I'm glad you're in charge of that and not me. Right. But I will say, good job in your record keeping and the transparency. And I'd like for you to show that again, just for anybody who wasn't on in the beginning. So if you don't mind showing that again, just so people can see it and exactly where their money is going. So how many of you love that transparency that Lorette showed in the beginning? And Mona, I see you're on here. If you'd like to come up and be unmuted at any time, just raise your hand.
This is my bag of receipts, Alicia, from Jamaica.
But I know Lorette was telling Denise, all you have to do is put it into ChatGPT and it will organize it all for you. So totally using AI to do that, right?
Yep, we're using AI for all of it.
Yes.
All right. So for those of you who were not on in the beginning, Lorette was just showing some transparency in the donations, and we're just asking her to do that again for those who might have missed it.
So this was showing how much was collected. So you can see we actually have the 2 accounts here, but this is the amount that was collected. And then here were some of the things that we bought. So we did right away, I think on day 2 when we started this, we wired money to True Value Hardware. Then Lakeisha, we said, go right now. We sent her money. And then, you know, this is just kind of the stuff that we bought. Of course, electronics are more expensive than other things. So you can see, you know, some of these are a little high, but they are for electronics, solar power stations, power banks, and so forth. So this is, you know, what we've spent so far. Like I said, this is our grand total, and this is how much we've collected. Now, this has gone up after today. So thank you for that. So this was the main thing here. And then this is actually Lakeisha's itemized things that she bought here. And then this is some things that Ulrich bought and that itemized there as well. So just sharing where the money's going. It's usually all the same stuff, same places, Amazon, Walmart, Dollar Tree, and then, you know, gas. So
Lorette, something that you
Hey,
said.
Lorette.
Yeah. Hey, Lakeisha.
Yeah.
Hey, so remember, guys, I was telling you that I haven't gotten any water for a while. So someone took a truck to our house. And right now, my neighbor was like, hey, can I get some water too? Can you buy me some water too? And I said, yes. I just filled 2 400-gallon tanks for them.
Wow.
So they have water now.
That makes a difference. So those of you that don't really understand what we're saying, when we talk about tanks, so you have these huge, giant, black, huge tanks that you fill with water, because water is a constant problem. Like we don't have water a lot, but when we don't have the water, it just goes over to the tank. And then that's what we use in the house. And so that's what Lakeisha is saying, that they filled up the tank. And that makes a big difference. So yes, we actually I have another story. Somebody was telling us about a couple. The husband had no legs, like they were amputated. He was in a wheelchair, and the wife was blind. So he had no legs and the wife was blind, and they were like, you really need to help them. Their roof fell, you know, is gone and so forth. And so we just heard about them, but we didn't know them. And we actually went, we were at the grocery store, and I pointed to Ulrich. I was like, is that the couple? And it was them right there. The guy with the no legs and the blind wife. And so, you know, Ulrich went up to them. He said, we were told that we needed to meet you and you needed help. They just happened to be there. So we actually went grocery shopping for them. We said, you know, we got their cart and we said, what do you need? And we went grocery shopping for them and got them their groceries that day. So that was a nice, we were looking for them. They were looking for us.
Yeah, that's nice, Lorette. So, and thanks for explaining that water tank. So that's right now the only way you have water at your house is because you've got the water tanks full. So these companies sell the water. So in order to fill up your tank, and only people that have a little bit of funds have water tanks. Like it's not a usual thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
And you have to go buy water from a water guy, and he comes with a big old truck to fill up your tank. And you have to pay him to fill up your tank. Yeah, there's
yeah, I just got the truck that is currently distributing the water.
Right.
Kelly
says you used to have to carry water up the hill. Venetia says, just to give some context, the water tank's the only way to get running water in your house, especially in the rural areas. Yes. Yeah, we have 4 huge tanks. So yes.
And so I think for a lot, go ahead, Lorette.
No, I sang, and then Lakeisha, I know in Montego Bay when we were driving, because a lot of people don't have water. So there's water like on the side of the roads. People are washing their clothes and taking baths and stuff right in the water right next to the highway. in the rivers and things like that.
And then
it's so go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead, Lakeisha.
It is so important for people to have clean drinking water, because if they drink or use the dirty water that is available, they will get things like leptospirosis, and we don't want an outbreak of that right now, because that.
Right. I think it's so, something like water, so critical for everyone to have, is not easy to access right now. So it's not easy to access. And even before, there were a lot of communities that to get water, and somebody just posted about it in the chat. Nadine just posted about it. You have to fill up your water containers in the community. They have the water, spout, I guess. You fill up your containers and take it to your home. So there was even water issues before this happened. But yeah, thank you. So Jill says Jill's saying a clean water station is set up in Lorette, how do you pronounce that? Magotty at the police station. So Lakeisha, just letting you know that as well, what Jill posted in the chat. I will send it to you to make sure you have that information. Go ahead, Lorette.
And I was saying in one of Tyrese's videos, he was providing water. I remember watching one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Penny's from Magotty, guys. My husband is from Magotty.
Okay.
So Mona, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Denise.
I think Mona is on and she'd like to speak, but we can't find you, Mona. So I can't unmute you. You see her?
I see her now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yay.
MSY.
There you
Hey,
go.
Mona, you are officially unmuted. And just for a little bit of context, Mona will introduce herself. But she is the project manager pulling us all together. And let me tell you something. This woman is so talented. She's using her time and her resources in her busy life and with her amazing business to bring us all together and help organize these efforts. Mona, you are unmuted.
I am unmuted, but thank you for that kind introduction. This has been so great listening in and to everything you guys had to say. And forgive me for not being on camera.
Yeah.
My day starts when the phone starts ringing, and sometimes I never even get a chance to get dressed. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. But yeah, Mona Scott Young here, and listening to all the amazing work that you guys have been doing has really been inspiring. I know Alicia and Denise, you guys were on the call yesterday when I had a little bit of a meltdown, because sometimes, we try to do more than we think we are capable of, even though we all know that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. And every once in a while, it just becomes a little more than we can handle. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to get thrown into a massive WhatsApp chain. And on that chain was Alicia just talking about the work that she had done. And just so folks know who I am, I'm a manager, television and film producer. I actually represent Tyrese and Busta Rhymes, in addition to Missy Elliott, and I produce a ton of TV stuff. But I was thrown into this chat, and there was, and through just my friends on the ground in Jamaica talking to me about what their needs were, I kind of galvanized around bringing folks together and was part of that first trip that we did that Jill and Tyrese were talking about earlier. And a lot of what you guys were talking about here has just resonated, because we take for granted, right? All those basic things in life. And when, we were in Flankers, that was one of the communities that we went into, and there was no running water. And we were able to get that truck that you guys were just describing over there. But then the driver was telling me how he had a hard time getting to folks, because once he left his home base, he couldn't, take calls. And so thank God we were able to gift him with a Starlink that he was able to put in his vehicle. And so that allowed him, and we've been in touch since, because he's gone back to Flankers to refill the water tanks. I heard you guys talking about that we put up there. We were able to source 1,500-gallon tanks that we put up in Flankers. And so he's been able to go back there, but also been able to communicate more effectively. But, I just wanted to say that, seeing everything that you guys are doing, it really does take us all just coming together, linking arms. I'm sure it's been a bit confusing with your initiative and then having Tyrese and Jill talk about Reach Out Worldwide. But, for me, it's always just been about connecting and linking arms, right? I'm Haitian. And so this for me was almost PTSD. I got thrown right back, right to the earthquake where I had to mobilize. And it was my friends in Jamaica that were there with me, boots on the ground in Haiti after the earthquake. And that's why when I heard their call, I had no choice but to answer because, during our time of need, they were there front and center. But it really just takes us linking arms. No effort is too small, right? So this right here, what we're talking about with December 8th, that's a collaboration. And that's where the Helping Hands for Jamaica comes in. That was a name that became official when we all held hands to do what we could do when we all came together. I met Alicia. She brought her incredible team to the call. And every day we have these calls that keep growing because we just keep adding people to them. But I just have to say to everyone on here, every little bit helps. There is no effort too small. There is no amount that's too little. And, we are not some huge organization. We're a group of people who care and who are just putting our resources, our efforts, our hearts into linking arms to do whatever it is we can. And so I just wanted to chime in really quickly, say thank you, provide some clarity. We are doing both this cargo mission that Tyrese described, but we also have a fundraiser. We were fortunate enough through our contacts to be gifted the Bath Club, which is this super exclusive members only club in Miami. And so there are going to be all these high net worth people tooling around for Art Basel. We're going to get some of that money to help, and our focus is going to be around rebuilding homes. So if you guys know anyone, we can drop the flyer in. Denise, if you've got it. If you've got anybody, with some money who wants to go rub elbows, we're going to be auctioning paintings. We're going to have some celeb attendance. It's going to be highfalutin and fancy. But, if they want to just come out for the night and donate to a great cause, we're going to be doing a Helping Hands for Jamaica fundraiser on the 5th in Miami at the Bath Club. And we will get the flyer over so that you guys can post the information. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to chime in, say thank you so much, Alicia, to you and your amazing team. You guys have been rock stars. And yeah, let's just continue to do this good work, this God's work. And thank you, everyone, for your kind donations.
Thank you. And before you go, I don't even think everybody here just understands the powerhouse that we just had on this call with us, because the fabulous Mona Scott Young is just such a trailblazer, and we just shout you out for all of your accomplishments. Congratulations on all your
Thank you.
just for being such a trailblazer, especially for us women. So shout out to the ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's so funny. Most people, they don't know what I look like. They recognize the voice. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for having me, guys. I so appreciate the opportunity to be of service. So thank you. Thank you.
I love it. Round of applause for Mona, everyone. Give her applause.
I need to wake up to that every day. Thanks.
And if you want to just learn more about Mona, listen, ChatGPT knows so much about her. Just type into ChatGPT, who is the fabulous Mona Scott Young, and it will show you her pictures, all of her accomplishments, what she's well known for, her other artists that she has represented. Like, ChatGPT has so much information on Mona. I encourage you to go there. So yeah, who is Mona Scott Young? If you just be like, who is the fabulous Mona Scott Young? You can learn a lot about her there, but she is so influential that I just recommend you look her up and learn a little bit about her. But when I tell you, this woman has us all in line, isn't that true, Denise? All in line. And as busy as she is, Kelly just posted her picture in the chat. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, she is so beautiful. But her efforts and her way that she just organizes and pulls people together, I've learned so much from. So shout out to her for showing up here today and just contributing and giving us a shout out here. So And remember, like all of us, we love how we've all come together. And so we're making sure that we're supporting like all of these amazing people that have come together, including you. We're making sure that we're supporting the different efforts that people have here. And so I will say, Ebony, you sent a message in the chat where you said you have somebody that you want to make sure gets something specific. So I'm going to connect you with Lorette, and we'll make sure that who you have gets something specific. Lorette, talk a little bit about like Monique reached out to you and said, my uncle needs this, and talk a little bit about that day that the team spent with her uncle.
Yeah, so we also have a special request form. Like if you have family or friends in the area or something like that, you can fill it out and we will see what we can do to help them. And Lakeisha has actually managed that, but it's getting longer and we've got, we're ready to go help those families. Monique on our team's uncle is actually in Jamaica and not too far from where we live. And he called Monique saying, hey, we need some help with distributing all of these care packages that we have. So, my husband went over there. We have a pickup truck and they put all I think it was like 200 and something care packages, and they were up in the hills delivering till nighttime in the dark, pitch black, into the hills, places he's never been before. But yeah, so we can do things. And then we have a lot of people that just say, hey, we have a cousin that, she needs a new mattress and she lives here, and we'll go find that cousin and get her a new mattress. So things like that we can help you with as well. Do we have that form somewhere, Denise?
Yes.
Maybe you can dig it up.
Yep, I'll send it out. Yep, I'll put it out. I'll put it in the link right now, or in the chat right now.
Lorette, from Janice, from a connection we have from Tyrese, she is coordinating 600 food care packages on December 6th, I believe, to go from Kingston to Montego Bay and be distributed. And your husband has said that he's got a bus or talk a little bit about that trip, and you put together some cost for hiring and gas and all that kind of stuff. Talk about that.
Yeah, so they have 600 packages that they have pre-bought from a grocery store in Kingston. Now, Kingston's about 3.5 hours away from where it needs to be. So we have 2 large coasters, and we're actually going to take the seats out to make more room. And we're going to get those 2 coasters. Yeah.
Wait, how did you find out if you could? Let's talk about the 600, packages, and how did you find out that you needed to take out the seats and stuff? Back up a little, Lorette.
So I actually had a picture of the coaster. It's a 24-seater coaster and then a 14-seater bus. And I took those 2 pictures. I uploaded in ChatGPT, and I said, we have 600 bags, regular size grocery bags. Will those 600 bags fit in these 2 vehicles? And they said, yes, you take out the seats. If you do 2 bags, a standard grocery bag, put 2 bags high, and they will fit into those 2 vehicles. So that's how I found out if it would fit.
That's how you found out. And then you asked ChatGPT for approximate gas money needed, all that kind of stuff. And you got your number for what it would take to make this happen, correct?
Yeah. So we got the gas, the tolls, like all that kind of stuff. So we'll have these 2 big vehicles. We're going to take out the seats. We're going to fill it with the bags that ChatGPT said will fit. So it will fit. And then we have toll. So the toll road is $70 round trip. And then gas is about $100 round trip. So we have those 2, we got to pay for gas. That's $200 in gas and $140 in tolls. But, that's where that cash comes in, right? When we ask for cash donations to help with that. And then, then we have to pay the drivers. It's going to be a whole long day for them as well. So, yes. And so we will. And so those of you that donated, we can put put a little sticker on the bus and be like, this was your donation to help us get to Kingston. So we're going to get those in Kingston. And then I'll let you know if the bags fit as well. And then it's going to Montego Bay. So they're taking 300 to one location and distributing there, then 300 to another location and distributing there.
I love it, Lorette. Thank you for that. So we can't wait to hear whose funds you put towards. We know you're, keeping track of everything. So I can't wait to hear whose funds are that. You should print out their face and put it on the bus. That would be good. Dr. Dorothy had a good question about people who are experiencing mental health challenges. So mental health support. And Jill said that their organization has a psychiatrist who volunteers to assist with decompression and counseling for their volunteers. So she could help get that service to those who aren't getting the help they might need. So Jill will reach out to you. So maybe Lakeisha, if you know anybody who's going through something that needs to talk to someone, we can connect them with Jill's team to receive,
Okay.
mental health support. And I know, I think it was Dr. Renetta, and we have a few mental health practitioners in the consultant community who had volunteered their time as well. So we need to come back around to that to see if we can get that there. And so Denise just dropped a link. If you know somebody who needs support, there's the request form for their support. So Lorette, if you see any support comes in for mental health support, if you could send that to Jill, that would be amazing. So
And then I'm also, I'm looking at the Amazon, I'm showing what's purchased. So people have bought soap, liquid hand soap, dish soap, some pancakes. I know they'll love that. Some sardines, cornmeal, Lysol, macaroni, goldfish, granola bars. We got cases of toothpaste, Irish Spring, nails, cooking oil, feminine products, mackerel, the solar fan. I love my solar fan. I use that like crazy. Mosquito relief, flashlights, mosquito spaghettios, Vienna sausages, tuna. So yes, all the stuff that's definitely needed.
yeah,
Yes,
I
thank
love
you.
that. Nadine, yes, you need to put your LLC together. Venetia's saying, oh no, sorry. Charlize says, what about people dealing with cancer? So people in Jamaica that are dealing with cancer right now, is that what you're saying, Charlize?
And I bet, Jill, do you guys have like medical doctors, and how is medical
We have
working?
we have 3 medical directors that we deploy under. I'm a retired paramedic, and a lot of my what we call a SAR team, which is our search and rescue immediate deployments. They are all either a nurse practitioner, flight nurses, RNs, paramedics, and we work under the licensure of our medical directors.
Okay. And so they just connect with you?
If they needed, give me the question again. I'm sorry.
No, I was just asking because I know like what happens to, when they don't have their medicine or they need, help like that, like people with just medical help. Are they coming directly where you guys are located, or?
Okay. Do you have a list of the field hospitals that are already up and running in Jamaica?
Oh, I don't. Nope.
Okay, let me see if I can't compile that for you. I only have the ones that we serviced, and a lot of times we would run deficient in PPE for our teams. So I would drop by there at those field hospitals and pick up some supplies from them, because they're always restocking PPE at those field hospitals. So any team that is out there, boots on the ground, that might run out of gloves, run out of masks, you can always drop into a field hospital pretty much in any country that is run by government funding, and they will distribute out to you and your NGO the proper PPE that you're lacking. So let me see if I can't get a little bit more of a vast list together, because like I said, I only have the ones where we were deploying teams that would need PPE.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
I love it.
All right.
And then
And I have some more names here. Oh, we've got Susan, Tosh, Denise, Marcella, Nidra, Vanessa. So thank you. Thank you. All right.
So I'm just finishing this off. Charlize, I just gave you Denise's email. If you could send her an email just on what support your organization, your foundation can provide as well, that would be amazing. All right. Anybody else have anything that they want, any questions they have for us or Jill, or anything that they want to say or bring up before we wrap this up? Loretta, I know you have a 6 o'clock. Can I ask you to say anything, any last minute things that you have to say before you pop off?
No, I just appreciate everybody here. So glad you could join us, and also put our Instagram in there. Team, if you could put the Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. So you'll see that I have some videos and different things in there, and you can keep up with what we're doing as well. So thanks so much. And we appreciate you, and glad that you were able to join us tonight.
Thank you, Lorette. Thank you, Lorette. And Lorette just got back from Jamaica yesterday. So, Lorette, get some rest and thank you for all your amazing efforts. Lorette goes over with suitcases just packed with stuff for Jamaica every time. So, she is our relief. I don't know what we call you, Lorette, but like filling all suitcases. She took her kids with her and she told the kids, you can't bring anything for yourself. All your suitcases are used for relief ambassador. Thank you, Vondell. All their suitcases were used for things. And Lorette, thank you for including your kids. If you look at Instagram as Lorette goes to deliver, Lorette and her husband are delivering and helping people. Their kids are with them by their sides the entire time. So it's great to see her kids being part of this, and you can see that in the videos. And I know a lot of people in our community have asked about traveling to Jamaica as well. So maybe this is phase 2, maybe phase 3. We can take a group to Jamaica. And I would love to see who would like to go. So I love that. So, all right, Lorette, we're going to, unless you have time to stay, we're going to let you go so that you can go to your 6 o'clock. Anything else?
Yeah. No, thank you so much. And we'll keep you guys updated. So follow Instagram and thank you so much.
We have a meeting tomorrow morning at I think 11 a.m. with Tyrese and the team about what transpired here and everything that was donated and all that good stuff. So if you want to put what you're donating or shipping in the chat, if you haven't yet, for your name to be included in our update tomorrow, make sure that you do that really quickly. Vondell's asking about the sound. That is Monique, who is playing the famous Jamaican, what do you call that? What do you call that, Monique? It's like the famous Jamaican DJ sound.
DJ air horn. That's our thing.
DJ air horn. Yeah. So you cannot go to a Jamaican concert party without hearing that air horn, or New York, right? It's or it's in New York all the time. Okay. Anybody else, raise your hand if you want to come up, say anything before we go. Have any questions about what you would like to donate, contribute, confused about how to do it? Jump on last call, raise your hand, and we can unmute you and pull you up. Anybody else just wanting to make sure that we handle everybody's request? Last call, no hands up. Denise, any last minute things you want to talk about before I wrap it up?
If you have any questions about any of the things that we talked about in this call, we dropped the website. I'll drop it one more time. Okay, that was the Instagram, but I'll drop the other website into the chat just so that you can go there. If you want to come down to Miami and support us in that event by providing a donation, that was just dropped into the chat as well. It's also up on the website. So we'll make sure that you see everything, hear everything. Can't wait to see most of you helping us out. We're looking forward to it. So thank you.
Yeah. And I know for the cocktail reception on December 5th at the Bathhouse, the minimum donation to get in the door is $500. So just keep that in mind. And then definitely people who buy art pieces would be part of the auction. We want them invited. So if you know anybody you can send that to, send them that flyer, and you can see the email there for them to RSVP. Just let them know there. Ebony, thank you. Look, Dr. Ebony just donated $100. Thank you, Dr. Ebony.
Thank you.
And we see the items that you just donated as well. So let's fill up this cargo plane. And Denise, I love the fact that you and Lorette will be doing a special call on how you set up the nonprofit so quickly. So for people who donated, so that they can learn how to set up their own nonprofits and do that process. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Anything else, Denise, before you go?
Nope, nothing else. I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I want to give a shout out to Denise because she raised her hand and said, I'd love to help. And the woman has done so much behind the scenes, from setting up all of these web pages to helping Lorette set up the nonprofit, to just so much help with it, to pulling everything together. We wouldn't be here today right now if it wasn't for her, because she helped pull this together. So thank you so much to this community. I know it was last minute, but we did this because we need to fill the cargo plane. by December 5th. We want everything shipped there. If you are in Miami and can volunteer your time to help unpackage the Amazon boxes and put them on pallets so that they can get onto that plane, please fill out the form that was dropped in the chat as well. Right? Please drop that in the chat. If somebody from the team could drop that information there, that would be amazing. Thank you all so much for coming together and being amazing people to make this happen for the people of Jamaica. And we see we can do so much together. We really can do so much together. So Helena, thank you so much for that. And then shout out to, I know Tanita has a lot that needs to be shipped to the, I saw your message, Tanita, about practically a container worth of stuff that you could ship down to the warehouse. So thank you so much, Tanita. Nadine, you said the same thing. You have a lot of things that you could ship down. Somebody else said they had a lot that they're shipping down. Who was that had a lot of stuff that they can ship down? So please coordinate with our team to help with the shipping. So if you need some help with shipping, let us know. Dr. Ebony, I'm going to reach out to you. If you did not get, I think somebody responded to you, but if you did not get the help you need for shipping, let us know as well. And okay, looking to see if we have any other questions. Any other questions? So yes, December 5th is the deadline for items to be included on the plane, because volunteers on December 6th will be unpacking, packing pallets, and then probably filling up the cargo plane on the 7th, because it goes out early in the morning on the 8th. So if you can be part of that, please be part of that. So this cargo plane, if you know anyone that can help, this is your time. Please reach out to them. Please reach out to them. And then Ebony says, Denise contacted me. She's the best. She is the best. So thank you so much for everybody. Lakeisha, shout out to you for everything that you're doing on the ground in Jamaica. We love you. I'm so glad that you were also able to buy your neighbor water as well. So your donations here, everybody, go far. So thank you for doing it. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? All right, some of you have asked if you are in AI Fuel Profits, do we have a boot camp this evening? And the answer to that is yes. So we do have a boot camp at 7 p.m. So I will see you at 7 p.m. If you have any other questions, please submit a question to support@AIinnovision.com. And then I just want to give a shout out to Tyrese for including myself and our entire team in the efforts that he's put together and really pushing all of us helping the people of Jamaica. So that's been amazing. Thank you, Tyrese, for including us, because we can do so much more together. Hey, listen, we don't have to pay for the cargo plane. Tyrese said that's already taken care of. Just help us fill the cargo plane. So we say, yes, we will come together and we will fill this cargo plane. So send what you got. Let's fill the cargo plane, and then we'll keep you all informed. Follow us on Instagram. We'll keep you informed of the journey, and hopefully some of you will come to Jamaica with us soon and be boots on the ground as well. So thank you everybody for being here. Shout out to Monique for live streaming this for us. Shout out to our entire team that helped behind the scenes. Bye for now. Thanks everybody. Bye. See you later. Bye. Thank you.